And we were of the view that, when it comes to irregular expenditure in SAPS, there seemed to be lack of accountability and the consequence management is not real. You have irregular expenditure taking place all over. Managers appointing people to do disciplinary investigations, and the disciplinary investigations, when they come out, the outcome is that a person must receive a written warning, a person must receive corrective counseling. So these, according to me, are not real consequence management because they do not deter this behavior. That is according to me. You have people who are doing procurement and breaking the rules of procurement. The question is this deliberate? Are people breaking procurement rules deliberately to commit fraud? So this is a problem. This is a culture in SAPS where irregular expenditure, you will find that there's no seriousness and accountability on it. So having an experience of some of these transactions where investigations were done and the outcome had said nothing must happen to a person or a person must get a written warning and so on and so on. We as myself as the CFO and other structures such as the audit committee, the internal auditors, the risk management, this is a concern because if we do not deal with irregular expenditure decisively and ensure that there is real consequence management, we'll never be able to resolve this. People will continue. We do not know whether they deliberately break these procurement rules with the intention of committing fraud. Then myself and the Chief Risk Officer, we approached the National Commissioner. We said, National Commissioner, this particular contract has caused a lot of harm for the department. There is reputational damage. The department is in disrepute. Yes, we have disclosed the 48 million as irregular, but we can't go on in this particular fashion. So we will need to get to the bottom of this in terms of identify where were the lapses and who was responsible for this because the damage is too much. We then advise the National Commissioner to say, avoiding the risk of appointing somebody to then do an investigation and come back and tell us that somebody must get a written warning. Let's rather pursue this forensic audit investigation. So we advise the National Commissioner because this matter, it's an embarrassment. We are tired of management or senior management not dealing with irregular expenditure the way it's supposed to be dealt with. So we approached him from a risk management point of view to say, we will appoint somebody to do an internal investigation and then the report comes out and it says somebody must get a written warning on a damage like this and an embarrassment like this. So it is rather safer that we then channel our energy and all the reports that are on the table that we support this forensic investigation. This forensic investigation is dealt with by experienced people who will be able to unearth this maladministration that has happened here and give us the real people who must be held accountable with the possibility of recovering of monies in this particular regard. And the National Commissioner supported us in that regard. That forensic investigation is in the reporting phase and is being concluded. And we are looking forward to the outcome of that report so that then we can implement real consequence management and serve as an example or as a deterrence so that then we are seen to be serious in terms of these particular issues because it starts small, breaking the rules in terms of quotations and then it grows. And if you are not going to deal with this as a department decisively or ensure that we implement real consequence management, then we are going to have a problem. The accounting officer or the National Commissioner then, in addition to that, because it cannot be that we see this unreal consequence management, he has since then also established accountability sessions where he calls all of us, PCs, DIFCOMs, where everyone must bring any transaction that is deemed irregular and what were the disciplinary outcomes of that, and you explain yourself to say, why is it that the person has broken procurement rules and you gave that person a written warning? So this is a matter that the accounting officer is supporting, and those accountability sessions has been established in this regard so that we get to the bottom of this and we declare zero tolerance in terms of this unwanted expenditure in the organization.